Yes, brother.
Splitting of moon is a big miracle of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Splitting of moon is a big miracle. Is there any evidence or scientific proof today?
What about the splitting of moon? Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, is there any scientific proof of that? There is a verse in the Quran talking about al-Qamar, splitting of the moon, and there are various hadiths. And in the hadith you come to know this indicates that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam split the moon. Now there are certain miracles that took place in the past, which you cannot go back in the past to check whether it happened or not. For example, there are miracles of Musa alayhi salam that he parted the sea. Now we cannot go back 2000 years back or 3000 years back or 4000 years back and check whether the sea was actually parted or not. So such miracles which took place in the past goes in the ambiguous thought whether right or wrong. Yet there are Jews who try and prove that there was such a tidal wave at that time which came, and there are possibilities. Even if such evidence is not there, it does not prove the miracle did not take place. It can be ambiguous thought, maybe right, maybe wrong. It proves to those people, fine. That is not a test for us today. Correct? Same way splitting of the moon, whether there is scientific evidence or not. Though today there are some scientific points, there are some astronomers, certain scientists say that there is certain fissure in the moon. They say it may be irrespective whether there is a fissure or not in the moon, whether split or not. Now we have evidence, scientific evidence. But the Quran says, Hadith says we believe. We can't go back 1400 years ago to prove whether it took place or not. So if there's scientific evidence, it reaffirms our faith. Even if there's no scientific evidence, you cannot say that the Quran is wrong or the Hadith is wrong, because a human being cannot go back in time. It splits and it joined. No market, that's Allah's will. If he wants to leave a mark, he leaves. If he doesn't want to leave, he doesn't leave. So whether you have scientific evidence or not, it will not go against the Quran. If you have, it can be used as a point. So I have not done a research whether this thing that the fissure is there is true or wrong. I never use this in my talk. I never use why? I use those things which are 100% true. When I have got 1000 proofs, why should I use this? It's not mentioned in a textbook. So I use those things which are mentioned in textbooks or schools, which everyone knows. The world is spherical, about water cycle. If there were not such things, then I can use these things. So Islam is on itself haq. I always tell the dais that never use these things. Like if there's a tree in some Germany or some forest where it looks like La ilaha Muhammad Rasulullah. Maybe. Then at the times of India, there's something, the cloud was formed which mentioned Jesus. So I would believe in Jesus as God. Peace be upon him. So the moment you use these strategies, if this is a way of proving Islam, then you'll have to believe in Hinduism also, Christianity also, and the other things which are wrong also. There were new strategies which are foolproof. Therefore, I prefer that you should use a coin which works everywhere rather than a coin which works only in some part of the world. Hope that's the question.